That is now going. Okay, and then I will start at the 101.30. 101.30. Alright. 5, 4, 3. What's up, guys? Hey, thank you guys for tuning into the video. BMan here, and I just got myself my first ever hitbox. Welcome, also, and hope you guys like this informative unboxing and talk through with this junk food Snackbox Micro XL hitbox that I got. I am not a hitbox player or anything like that, so this is going to be like coming from a stick user into a hitbox like first real encounter with one. I have had a little bit of experience to try them out. I actually got another hitbox from a friend of mine and used it for a little bit, but never really actually got to sit down and really lab or really get used to a hitbox before. So this will be a video kind of showcasing myself, just kind of not only just going over the ins and outs of what the Snackbox Micro XL really has, but also to kind of get the outside of experience to like kind of learn it as I go along and talk about it. Main reason why I want to do this is because I wanted to like have something for the Snackbox Micro XL for video. There's not really that many out there on YouTube either, so this is more to like kind of answer the questions that people have had for these things, and these have been out for a while. Like, I didn't think of getting myself the Micro itself. I wanted the bigger format, and just having this in my lap already feels a comfortability rather than what I've seen with the Micro being on my lap. So that already kind of feels good. But without further delay, I'm just going to kind of go and open this up. Excuse the blatancy of this. It kind of just came in this small little box here, so there really shouldn't be that much to kind of unpack here. Seems to just be this tape here. And I also got a carrying case, which you guys will see. Apparently they say that this is the same size as the LBX hitbox that they have, that is mainly for Smash Brothers. I'm not really sure like how the size comparison is to those, but you know, we'll see how it kind of opens on my end. So I think I just have this custom thing, and yeah, comes with, it doesn't actually come with, but I ordered this separately, this junk food bag for it so it can be protected. This feels pretty smooth, and the inside is just to make sure that it doesn't like get collected with dust and stuff. Feels pretty nice, and just from like the size of this, you know, it kind of rests pretty much evenly on the same box already on top of it. There's not really much extra room that they had here, so that kind of leads me to believe if it is the same size as the bag, then we should be good. And it seems like it, yeah. So unboxing, you have that as the top from what I ordered. Has the box here. It has the actual hitbox here. Has the separate component for the cable. And it seems like they threw in not only that, but here's a little sticker. I don't think I'm ever going to like put this on the Micro XL though. And I also have this here, which is just to say thank you for buying it, and you can connect to the app that has more information on that. And it also gives you the button layouts for your games too. Yeah, it's pretty much the same ones as the Micro inputs from the other one that I've seen. So shouldn't be all that much different. Let's set this up. And also on the side, I also got, just in case I didn't particularly care for these caps on top of them, there's different format caps that I got. These are supposed to be like a little like less concave and more like as a smooth surface, but this I'll try like maybe get into it on a different style or just do it on my own time to like see how it is. So let's get this out. I believe this is USB to USB Type-C. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, so this is probably like what's going into the actual hitbox, and this is probably what's going to be put into like your console. I also got, this is the 2022 version. This is supposed to work for, I believe, PS4, PC, PS3, and Switch. Again, don't quote me on that. There is the information on the site. But I will do like some testing for, because I don't actually have a PS4 anymore, I have a PS5. I will test it on that to see if it's actually going to run anything in particular on that. And I am running Marvel in the background, so I'll test it out from there too. And yeah, now to actually open up the hitbox here. Getting through the boring stuff. And yeah, it already is much bigger than the last time I've seen the micro. This is about, I think, maybe 30% bigger. You kind of have more of a wider sense from here. Because usually, like, the micros, you kind of have them, like, listed right here. And then, like, right as this end, it would kind of cut off right here at this point. And it has, like, maybe, like, a little bit of an extra space on this side as well. So you have a little bit more wiggle room to not just have it there, but to have it here on your lap, too. And this is already, like, pretty comfortable. Size-wise, it is there, you know? It is definitely not as big as my normal stick. But it is there to make it comfortable, and I'm already, like, honestly feeling like this is just the better version for myself. If you have smaller laps or, like, you just like to maybe rest it, like, maybe here, like, on your desk or something, you might just want to go for the micro if you like it. But for this, doesn't really feel all that bad. Now, as far as what it looks like on the outside, you have nothing really else here on the sides aside from just here on the front. It looks like it is the input for the wire here. So let's just put that in. And it is just what I thought. You just have the Type-C plugging right in, and it snaps right in just like that, and then you're good to go with your cable. On the bottom, it is a pretty soft base. You can also get this like replaced if you want. They have like a heavier set for the bottom of like the Micro XLs. I think they also have it for the regular micros. But it's just to like add a little bit extra weight if you like that feeling for it. But I do like the feeling of this. I don't feel like I need to have an extra bit of weight to have it sit on my lap. Now to actually go over the buttons here. Let me pull up, where did I just have that? Okay, here we go. So it seems like they have the instructions here of like what the top of these buttons are, which I'll get into in a minute. But in case you're not familiar with the Hitbox design, it is pretty much set to standard of what the buttons are for most Hitboxes. You have your left, down, right, and your up. That is pretty much where your left hand is going to be. And you have your 8 buttons here, which is usually like what you're going to have for like if you say Street Fighter. You're going to have your jab here, you're going to have your strong, your fierce, and you're going to have your short, what is it, the short, medium, forgot what the M is, forward, there it is. So it's short, forward, and roundhouse. And then you have your 2 extra buttons for whatever you need to. So that's pretty standard. As far as like how it feels for the buttons themselves, they are pretty clicky. Going from dead silence, I'm just gonna like have you hear it from, I'm not even, like my microphone is up here. That is pretty loud, and yeah, it is feeling pretty comfortable, especially in comparison to like how I would normally feel on some of these other types of buttons. Like these reminiscent of like these 24mm buttons that are on some other fight sticks, but for me, I'm kind of more into like the bigger buttons like this one. But it still feels pretty good. I guess have to kind of get used to it in a way, you know? And the little buttons on the top, it seems like it says hold for the first button plug-in to enable the app edit mode, which I think that there's like LEDs that you can have for these or something like that. I'm not 100% positive, but it'll show you for PC and PS4, PS3, and I think Nintendo Switch for what the buttons are. So for the safety of this and just for PC, we have the edit button, which is here. This is L3, R3, touchpad as the first 3. Then you have your home button, you have your select button, and then you have your start button right here. So as weird as this is, they're buttons that you're never really gonna like press on a normal basis. So them kind of like just being right here, you can just kind of move it up in a way. So if I have my hands right here, it is just a slight move up to like start and then like change your settings or something. It's not, they're definitely a little bit weird. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but they're kind of moving like from just the touch of it. It kind of moves slightly up and down like a little knob, and I'm just, oh, that is feeling extremely off. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to like be the right way, but I'm not trying to break it or anything. I'm just doing it as tests. You can kind of pull these. You can kind of pull these like to maybe from like where they are to like maybe like a centimeter or 2 higher, but they don't feel like they're about to come out. So I don't want to mess with that any further, but that's something to keep in mind for when you're hitting these buttons, that they may rise when like you actually press your finger onto it or something like that. But like I said, that's not something that I would personally press it all the time, just to start and then like do your navigations for your settings and stuff like that. But it does still feel really good. I do like the extra space that they have on the side for my lap. Like I said, the weight feels good. Also, the thing is with the cable is that it's actually one of those like nice embroidered cables. It doesn't feel like just a normal plastic wire. It feels like it's like a kind of industrialized one where you can kind of wrap it. It does come with like the holder for the wires too, which is nice, which I'll probably use more often. And the size of the cable is pretty long. It feels like it's maybe about, I would say like maybe 6 feet to, yeah, maybe my arm to arm might be a little bit off. It might be 6 feet or so, I'd say. So you get plenty of space to kind of extend it to wherever you're playing on your setups. So yeah, let's actually just plug it into the game and see how responsive it is for the game here. So let's switch to, I think it's this one. Yeah, here we go. All right. So now it's plugged in, and off rip, when I just plugged it in, I'll come back to this. It plugged into the PC, and it's already having these light up. We'll see like how we already have here. My inputs are here. My left, rights are good. The double taps are pretty fast, pretty responsive. As soon as I'm pressing it, I'm not feeling any like lag in response time. And of course, you have your infamous bags, your forward bags. That's a little weird to kind of get used to, but yeah. You have your infamous hitbox bags that you have for that. Super jump is here. You have your double jumps. Yeah. Seems pretty normal. Now it's about actually kind of getting used to how the buttons feel, and then labbing the movement on top of that. None of these buttons actually do anything as far as like it says the L3, R3, and the touchpad on PC, but we have the home button, which gets to my actual computer, and I have the taunt button too. So all those buttons seem to work just fine. So the big question I had when I bought this too was, can I use this on my PS5, even though this is a PS4 to /PS3 model? Apparently you can, if the game is like a PS4 going onto a PS5. So I will test that up as we go further here. It might take me some time on the Twitch side, but in the video it should just be quick. I'll probably just turn on my PS5, turn on Marvel, and I might be able to plug in maybe Guilty Gear Strive, which is a PS5 game, to confirm if this model for the PS4 or PS3 will work for a PS5 game. It probably won't, but it's a question that I personally had with this. And if you guys have questions of your own, let me know in the comments too, and I can address them as maybe I test them out in a new video or just answering them in the comments anyway. So let's now focus on maybe just getting some practice combos in. Let's just do like a normal Magic series, right? So with Deadpool, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to switch over to maybe, I don't know, let's just do like the crouching version of these. Okay, so, yep, okay. So Magic series is just your normal combo, light, medium, heavy launch into medium, medium, heavy launch. It's just, again, me getting used to the movement. So it's not necessarily like the game's fault or anything. Okay, so let's just do it like that. And let's bring him to the corner. Plinking also feels really responsive on this too. Oh, wow. Wow, that feels super good. That feels really easy to do. Wow, I'm already just trying to like get Tiger Knees down, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that feels good. That feels super tight. It's just, I just have to kind of get over like that hill to really get good at this, you know? But yeah, that feels pretty good. So Let's try the Magic Series here. Oh, whoops. Okay, wait. Oi, okay. Yeah. DPs are definitely going to be like the bane of my existence to get used to in this game. Or like in general. But for this, you know, for the testing purposes, it is for sure working, you know. Fireballs are definitely working. Backwards fireballs are working. Let's see. Super jump into super. Those are working. Yeah. It just feels clickety-clackety and very responsive, and I really, really am enjoying that. Moving forward, I think when it comes to like what I'm going to be playing for hitboxes, I do want to like practice this up for Street Fighter itself. For Marvel, I don't know if I'm going to really make that full switch over, but at least it's something that maybe like going forward I could like kind of bring this with me aside from just the stick to like just kind of get used to it, and then maybe I'll just hard switch or like just have both, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and now let's switch over to the PlayStation 5, and we're gonna try plugging this into that, and then going from there to see if it's just PS4 games that'll work for the backwards compatibility, or can it also work with PS5 games and having this as the PS4 Brook into that. I've never seen anybody actually test that, so I will be right back to turn that on and confirm with that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I just plugged it in. Excuse like my turn here. I am a little bit away from my PS5. It's actually more closer to my entertainment center. But plugging it in, it actually does work on the actual hardware. It is definitely like there for sure. Now it's just a matter of actually getting the game to turn on. This is a PS4 version of, you know, Marvel that's running on my PS5. So we'll confirm that this works, and we'll just test out the buttons, and then we can go into like Guilty Gear or something like that, and then we can answer that question to see if it works. So it seems like we're accessing the network. I'm assuming now that we're actually in the game, it's pretty much the same. Yep, up, down, yep, seems to work just fine. Yep, light, medium, heavy, you got your assists. Left, right, up, down, yep. And you have your taunt button that's here this time, because, yeah, it's actually on touchpad instead of select for PlayStation. So, yeah, you're going to have to be pressing that to get things going. Start does take a little bit, but that's because that's the select button, or the share button on this instead. So, there's the start. Yeah, there's the home. Okay. There's PlayStation. Yes, sir. Okay, looks good. Alright, so there we go. At least as far as, like, the question of PS4 games on PS5, it does seem to work. But let's see if this game will fare any better. This, again, I'm not sure if this is the... Well, that answers that question, too. If this was the PS4 version of Guilty Gear Strive that I bought, then that got updated to PS5, this does not work. It seems, though, that this will work if it's the PS4 version of the controller that works with the PS4 version of the game on top of that. But on here, it seems like this doesn't work. I am pressing start, I am pressing anything that's not the home button, and nothing seems to work. So that answers the question, right? Do you actually want to play PS5 games? Well, as far as the current meta standard, there's not many people like that even have PS5s. However, that is how it is now in 2023. This may change for how fighting games go in the future, so you may want to like invest into the Brooks for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X or whatever they are. You'll still be able to like backwardsly play like PS4, PC, and PS3 and all that. But as far as answering this question with this PS4 Brook inside of here, that is just PS4, PC, PS3, and the Nintendo Switch, this does not work for PS5 games, even though they were PS4 games that were updated to PS5 games. So, that at least answered the question, right? And that was really one that I was wanting to go into this review for. So, keep that in mind if you wanted to get yourself the Micro XL for the 2022 version. They do have the Micro XLs. I don't know if they're on sale now, but they do have them with the PS5 brooks in them. So keep that in mind if you want to play for the future. But we'll see how like a lot of the tournament standards will either be for PS4s of these versions of games or just for the next generation console. Let's just see how the future holds, right? So real quick, before I go back into the finishing of the video, I did want to kind of question on myself, can a regular USB Type-C plug into the Snackbox and actually work? Because I have plenty of Type-Cs, and if I don't have any more of the specific ones from junk food, then let's answer if we need to actually get ones from the site or if a regular like plug-in can work for this. So I'm plugging this in. It is Type-C, so it just plugs directly in as normal. And plugging it into my computer. The light up is there. The light up is there. And let's actually confirm if that actually works for the PC. Okay, moment of truth. It is still lighting up. And it is any USB Type-C. Maybe specific ones cannot, but at least from... I mainly have these from like my old phones, and this is actually like kind of open too, so this is like kind of busted. But it seems universal for USB Type-Cs that you don't necessarily have to use the ones provided here, because sometimes like with my chargers, they don't have the fast charging or something like that. There's some offsets for that. But when it comes to this, the light ups are working, all the buttons are working, everything. So that's a unique thing that I didn't know about this. So that answers that question. Yeah, that's really neat to know. That's pretty much gonna end my first initial unboxing and impressions for the Micro XL. Again, I am not very versed at all into the hitbox, so because I don't have like the best movements, I'm not gonna really show off a big portion of what I had planned for this. But my goal is for the rest of the time here is to really lab this out, see how I feel with this personally, see if I really like it for me personally, as far as like the actual like controller itself as a hitbox. But as far as a product, if you're already used to your Micro, but you maybe just wanted something a little bit bigger, or you were holding off and just wanted like the same kind of clickety-clacks that they have, and it's just something that you wanted like very lightweight and very easy as a portable device, this is a very, very nice option. And again, this is not sponsored at the title of the video. This is not sponsored or anything. I literally bought this out of my own money because I wanted to like not only just like give this video some like showing of like what you can do with it and to like get some eyes on it, but to also answer questions and to really get myself really invested into a hitbox experience, because you know now I wanted to like play some Street Fighter in the future, and you know what, I've always never really liked playing on a stick all that much, and as fun as it is, I do like the idea of having buttons for like my movements for a game like that. I don't know if I'm going to be switching like indefinitely with Marvel, but it at least might be an option for like switching back and forth between the two or something like that. But baby steps, you know. I will be doing personal streams from here on out. And if you guys have questions for this, please let me know in the comments of the video, or you could tag me up for BMan the Big Hero at Twitter, my own Discord I have if you'd like to be popped up into that, and on my own Twitch. So if you haven't been following, please do. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you have questions, let me know. But for the rest of the time here, I will add at the end to try something a little bit adding for this video. But as far as like the impressions go, I will say this is a very nice investment. So keep that as you will, and let me go with the rest of the time here to lab out the Dante Infinite, and let's see if I can do this tonight. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching the video. Peace out guys. See you guys next time. I just had it! Ah! Alright. What the fuck? I really just did that? Alright. That might be clipped into the video, alright? Fuck! Oh, alright. Whatever. That took me less than 10 minutes. Let's do it on the other side. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.